Most folks write off 22 Magnum as that awkward in-between cartridge. Too hot for cheap plinking. Not quite serious enough for real-world defense. And for a long time, that take wasn't totally crazy. Because here's the reality. A lot of the older 22 WMR semi-autos ran like absolute divas. They could be picky, temperamental, and sometimes they just didn't earn trust. But something finally shifted. In 2026, ammo technology and pistol design caught up at the same time. And now we're looking at handguns that feel legitimately full size. They cycle the way they're supposed to. They hold a ridiculous amount of rounds. And they still shoot soft enough that you can run them all day without getting beat up. So today, I'm walking you through 10 sleeper pistols. These are the quiet troublemakers that are turning 22 Magnum into a real player again. Some are high-capacity animals. Some are old-school mechanical gems. And I'm going to be straight with you. Which ones are worth your cash? And which ones are just hype wearing an expensive suit? But don't click off. Because the #1 pick on this list is the kind of choice that splits the comment section right down the middle. Number 10. Walther WMP, a full-size protector that racks like a toy and hits like a truck. Walther's been a major name in German engineering since 1886. But the WMP didn't come from nostalgia. It came from a modern headache, the Magnum curse. For decades, 22 WMR had a reputation as a revolver-only round. That long-rimmed case can be a mechanical nightmare on semi-auto feed ramps. Walther's mission was simple: build a kit gun for the 21st century. They wanted a pistol that leaves the picky plinkers of the past behind. A rugged, full-size platform that behaves the way a duty-style handgun should. And the real trick with the WMP is how complete the whole package feels. You're getting a lightweight, optics-ready aluminum slide. It's matched to a textured polymer frame that feels way more solid than you'd expect. In the hand, it locks in with a confidence you normally don't associate with old Rimfire Magnums. One of the slickest details is the patented quad release system. It's fully ambidextrous, with 4 different magazine release points, buttons and paddles, so reloads can feel quick and natural from almost any grip. Inside the pistol, the chamber and stainless steel barrel are built to run hotter Magnum loads smoothly. And that translates to consistent, ultra-reliable cycling, again and again. What separates this one is that it finally gives 22 Magnum the serious full-size presence it always should have. For years, most guns in this caliber either felt cheap, or they fought you on reliability, so you never fully trusted them. This one flips that story. Solid layout, confidence-inspiring feel. It comes across dependable the second you pick it up. And price-wise, you can usually add this do-it-all Magnum to the collection for somewhere between $499 and $549. Number 9. Smith & Wesson M&P22 Magnum, a no-quit workhorse made for long days and consistent reliability. Smith & Wesson is basically an American household name, but 22 Magnum handed them a real engineering puzzle. Most semi-auto rimfires use a blowback setup, and blowback can get notoriously finicky with high-pressure, long-case 22 WMR. So Smith & Wesson didn't just tweak the old formula. They basically threw the playbook out and leaned into their proprietary tempo gas system. That system builds on the same tempo concept used on their 5.7mm pistols. And the goal here was clear: create a rimfire handgun that runs on physics you normally associate with a modern rifle. The engineering is what puts this one in its own lane. That tempo barrel system delays the action until the bullet passes the gas port. Result: remarkably reliable shooting with minimal drama. The slim, ergonomic frame sits naturally in your hand, and the internal hammer-fired layout keeps the profile smooth and clean. Then you stack in the modern features without it getting bulky. You've got flush-fit magazines that hold an incredible 30 rounds, an optics-ready slide, and a flat-face trigger. So you're getting modern capability without the gun feeling chunky or overcomplicated. This is built for the shooter who's tired of the usual rimfire compromises. Low capacity and sketchy reliability, that's the old headache. This pistol fixes both with high-end engineering, and it gives you something that's rare in rimfire land: peace of mind. So you can stay focused on the target, instead of wondering if it's going to cycle the next round. And you can usually grab this 30-round high-performance machine for somewhere between $599 and $649. Number 8. Kel-Tec PMR30. The 30-round laser gun that weighs less than a loaf of bread. Kel-Tec dropped the PMR30 in 2010, and it was a direct answer to a question most companies wouldn't even entertain. How do you cram a full box of ammo into a flush-fit pistol grip? The designer Tobias Obermeit had a specific vision. Cut the logistical burden of lugging heavy centerfire pistols. Lean into lightweight polymers and a unique hybrid blowback system. And yeah, early on, people doubted it because it felt toy-like, but it's had over 15 years to prove the point. You don't need a heavy steel frame to bring serious firepower. Everything about the PMR30 is built around reducing weight without losing real-world function. That glass-reinforced nylon paired with an aluminum subframe gives it a solid feel. And it still comes in at only 14 ounces empty. The hybrid blowback system is a big part of the story. It uses the cartridge case itself to help regulate slide movement. Add the bright fiber optic sights and the integrated Picatinny rail, and the whole thing feels full-size and modern. The vibe is simple. A full-sized handgun that's incredibly light and easy to carry. The PMR30 is for folks who want the most output from the least weight. It trims the bulk you normally expect out of a full-size pistol and replaces it with lightweight, high-capacity practicality. The first thing you notice is how unreal the weight feels in your hand. But once you start shooting, the fast handling and impressive accuracy click immediately. Whether you're burning a whole afternoon at the range or carrying it deep in the woods, it brings firepower that feels almost unfair for its size. And you can usually pick up this high-capacity powerhouse for somewhere between $425 and $495, which is honestly a strong deal for what it delivers. Number 7. Island Armory XT22. A steel-built insurance policy made for a lifetime, not just a weekend range trip. Island Armory is known worldwide for rugged, reliable 1911s that don't empty your wallet. And with the XT22, they attacked the Magnum problem from a totally different angle. While everybody else chased lighter builds and more polymer, RIA went the other direction. They went back to the drawing board and built a 1911 platform pistol that can handle the higher pressure of 22 WMR, all without giving up that classic heft and feel of a steel-heavy handgun. Everything about the XT22 is tuned for durability and precision. That steel-forward build gives it the weight and handling you'd expect from a traditional 45 ACP 1911. So the shooting feel stays smooth and controlled. The fixed barrel is one of the biggest strengths here. It helps pull extra accuracy out of the gun by staying stable shot after shot. Then you add in the clean-braking single-action trigger. You get adjustable sights and a flared ejection port that keeps Magnum casings moving reliably. So it lands right in that sweet spot. Classic feel, capable performance. This one is for the shooter who just can't stand plastic guns. It gives you that sense of permanence and quality that polymer designs don't really replicate. When you pick it up, it feels significant, balanced, ready for serious work. It's the perfect bridge for the traditionalist who wants into 22 Magnum without giving up the classic look and feel of a legendary American platform. You can usually bring home this heavy-duty steel legend for somewhere around $540 to $590. Number 6. Arms MP-22 Accelerator. The heavyweight answer for shooters who won't compromise on accuracy. Arms built their reputation in the high-performance rimfire lane by going overbuilt on purpose. The MP-22 Accelerator was designed to solve the accuracy drop you often see in lightweight, short-barreled 22 Magnum pistols. So they leaned into heavy-duty materials you normally associate with centerfire rifles. The idea was clear. Treat 22 WMR like the high-velocity cartridge it actually is, and turn it into a legitimate hunting and target platform. The Accelerator feels like a precision-first machine. With stainless steel construction and a 6.5-inch bull barrel, you get better balance. You get a longer sight radius, and you get improved heat handling during long-range sessions. That full-length Picatinny rail makes it easy to mount larger optics, so versatility is a real win. Paired with a heavy blowback internal hammer system and an ergonomic polymer grip frame, it stays stable from start to finish. This pistol is clearly aimed at shooters who value substance over concealability. Instead of light and snappy, you get heft, presence, that precision machine feel, and the extra mass helps settle the gun, making it easier to stay on target and shoot with confidence at distance. You can usually lock in this stainless powerhouse for somewhere between 520 and 580. Number 5. Standard Manufacturing SG22, the Rolls-Royce of rimfires. Classic style with surgical accuracy. Standard Manufacturing has a reputation for high-end, heirloom quality firearms. And the SG22 was their answer to a market flooded with plastic pistols. They wanted that mid-20th century target pistol vibe. Done in .22 long rifle, but built to modern, premium standards. Now, let's keep this straight. This one is .22 long rifle, not .22 Magnum. But it belongs in the discussion because it scratches the same itch. Low recoil, serious precision. And that heirloom feel you just don't get from disposable polymer. This pistol is aimed at the collector who wants something that looks right in a display case, but still performs on the firing line. It's built from solid block, CNC machined aluminum and steel. So the whole personality is precision and craftsmanship. The fixed barrel boosts accuracy, and the royal blued finish gives it that timeless, polished look. It comes with a match-grade trigger, a walnut grip that's been hand-checkered for control and feel, and instead of modern tactical add-ons, it stays old school on purpose. Button magazine release, adjustable target sights. The SG22 is for shooters who believe a firearm should feel like craftsmanship, not a disposable tool. It separates itself from the plastic-heavy crowd with a solid, well-balanced feel you notice immediately. It's the kind of pistol that feels special on day one and still feels special decades later. And it makes every range trip feel just a little more refined. This is premium territory, and you'll typically see it priced between $850 and $1,100, depending on the finish. Number 4. Chiappa M9-22, a full-size service pistol feel, without the 9mm price tag. The Beretta M9 served as the standard issue sidearm for the US military for decades. Chiappa took that iconic open slide look and converted it into a rimfire trainer. And again, for the record, this one is also .22 long rifle. But the mission is the same, a training solution. How do you get the heft and ergonomics of a combat pistol while running cheaper, lower recoil rimfire ammo? Ammo that still lets you grind fundamentals and stretch practice farther than you'd think. The M9-22 is built to feel real in your hand, not like a lightweight imitation. It uses a heavy-duty alloy frame with a steel-reinforced slide. That's done specifically to match the solid 2.3-pound heft of the original military sidearm. And that weight isn't just for looks. It gives the pistol a steady, planted shooting feel, just like the full-size service pistols it's modeled after. One of the smartest moves here is the open-top slide. It creates a large ejection port so brass clears smoothly. And it seriously reduces those annoying stovepipe jams you sometimes see in smaller rimfire pistols. Internally, it runs a traditional double-action, single-action DASA hammer system. You also get a slide-mounted decocker, so the handling stays classic and military style. The sight stays simple, fixed front, windage adjustable rear, so you can dial in accuracy without turning the pistol into a science project. This is for the shooter who wants a real gun experience without real gun punishment. It brings nostalgia and that professional pride vibe you don't get from modern polymer plastic guns. When you pick it up, you feel the history. You feel the ruggedness of a platform built for the battlefield. But the shooting experience stays comfortable. It's a perfect tool for keeping skills sharp, or protecting the home with a familiar, battle-proven design that's easy to learn and even easier to enjoy. And you can usually find this military-spec rimfire reproduction for a very budget-friendly $380 to $440. Number 3. Volquartsen Scorpion, the over-engineered masterpiece for the shooter who demands absolute perfection. Volquartsen is basically the gold standard when it comes to overbuilt rimfires. They run out of a small shop in Iowa with a simple mindset: build it better. And the Scorpion exists because they wanted to drag rimfire pistols out of the just a plinker category and into serious competition territory, and keeping it accurate here. This one is also built around .22 long rifle, but the purpose is exactly what a lot of rimfire shooters chase: pure performance, pure repeatability, no excuses. While most manufacturers chased lighter or cheaper, Volquartsen went the other way. They engineered a ground-up custom platform using their famous VC target frame, and it's widely considered one of the most accurate rimfire semi-autos out there. The internals are where it gets really interesting. At the core, you've got a stainless steel bolt running inside a lightweight LLV aluminum frame, so you get durability and a premium feel without turning it into a brick. It's paired with a match-grade 6-inch bull barrel with an integrated compensator. That helps keep the muzzle flatter and more controlled, even during faster strings of fire. But for a lot of serious shooters, the real star is the VC target trigger. From the factory, it's tuned to a crisp 2.25-pound pull, so you get a clean, precise break right out of the box. And it's fully optics ready with a full-length Picatinny rail, making it simple to mount glass. High-texture VZ grips finish it out. They give you that locked-in feel, so the whole platform stays stable, controlled, and purpose-built. The Scorpion is for the shooter who's done settling for good enough. This is a specialized instrument for people who get real satisfaction from hitting exactly what they aimed at, every single time. When you pick it up, you can tell where the money went. Fit, finish, mechanical smoothness. It's on a level mass-produced guns can't really touch. This is true custom-grade work, and that craftsmanship comes with a price. Expect it to land between $1,500 and $1,850 for this kind of precision and build quality. Number 2. Kel-Tec CMR30, a compact, backpack-friendly MP7-style setup that still brings 30 rounds of Magnum power. The CMR30 was originally built as the companion carbine to the PMR30 pistol. Same magazines, same controls. And the appeal was obvious, a lightweight, handy package that carries a ton of rimfire Magnum capacity without feeling like a full-size rifle. In 2026, it's become a go-to for people who want the ballistics of a longer barrel in .22 WMR, but still need it to fit in a small gear bag or live under a vehicle seat. The CMR30 is built around a rigid aluminum upper receiver. That gives it a solid feel you usually don't get from fully polymer guns. One of the most practical features is the non-reciprocating dual charging handles, so you can rack the bolt from either side without anything moving around during firing. It runs a straightforward straight blowback system, and it uses a clean, single-action trigger, keeping things simple and consistent. Up top, you've got a full-length rail, so you can mount anything from a basic red dot to an LPVO setup. But the real standout is the flush-fit 30-round magazines. That gives you serious capacity in a compact, lightweight platform. The whole concept is doing more with less weight. It has a sleek, modern look that steps away from traditional .22 Magnum styling. In the hands, it feels surprisingly light, but still carries impressive firepower for its size. Easy to handle, easy to learn, built for confidence. It bridges the handgun to rifle gap better than most platforms. And you can usually find this high-capacity PDW-style carbine for between $630 and $710. At number 1, we've got the king you never expected. A design that stumbled in the 90s, got clowned on in the 2000s, and now in 2026, it's having a real comeback moment. Number 1, AMT Automag II. The ghost of the 90s that came back to haunt the range line in the best way. The AMT Automag II is a genuine piece of firearms folklore. When it hit in the late 1980s, it was one of the only slim, stainless semi-autos that could run .22 Magnum. But it had growing pains, and the manufacturing reliability just wasn't there. For decades, it was basically a cool-looking wall hanger. And here's the truth in 2026. It's not dominating because some brand new factory run appeared overnight. It's dominating because the best examples out there, the good condition ones, the well-sorted ones, are finally getting the respect they deserved all along. Modern machining standards across the industry, plus better parts support and smarter gunsmithing, means the old extraction demons don't automatically own the conversation anymore. And the pistol people wrote off has turned into the ultimate rimfire sleeper. The Automag II has this distinct inside-out engineering style that separates it from most pistols. It uses a partially blowback system with small ports in the chamber that let gas cushion the casing. So extraction becomes smoother and more reliable than you'd expect from a rimfire Magnum design. It's built entirely from brushed stainless steel, and it has a shrouded barrel that gives it a clean, almost futuristic look. That slim, single-stack profile keeps it narrow in the hand, more like a precision instrument than a bulky traditional handgun. And yeah, it's famous for something else too, that dramatic muzzle flash. Because of the high-velocity powder burn, it throws a signature fireball that's instantly recognizable on a range line. The Automag II is an insider's pick. It's not what you grab because it's trending. You grab it because you respect the engineering. It has a refined, almost final form feel, carefully thought out, not mass-produced. This perfected cult classic typically sits between $650 and $750, depending on condition and availability. After thousands of rounds and weeks on the range, the data doesn't lie. These results show .22 Magnum has officially moved from a fringe caliber to a frontline contender. Be honest, did number 1 catch you off guard? Are you ready to give the resurrected Automag II a place in your holster? Or are you playing it safe with a Kel-Tec PMR30? Tell us in the comments. See you next time.